Define the friendship with him.
The friendship with Steve was, he was hard to be a friend with for me, because we had a working relationship, and so he was very demanding, as we've talked about, and so it was hard to not measure up at work and then be friends in the evening, But we managed to do it. But I just admired him, so it was easy you craved being around him, because you learned so much and you talked.
What was it like?
It was like, this expression, drinking from a fire hose. You're with him and he's just barraging you with ideas and with things he thinks about things. And, and I'm trying to constantly trying to keep up. He was just that powerful.
And time had no meaning to him.
Oh, no. He'd call me in the middle of the night, or he'd talk forever, or, but as he got more successful, he had more to do, so he'd be running off to someplace next all the time, which was.
What was the last conversation you had with him?
I got a couple hours with him a few weeks before he died. I think, Lorene kind of organized his friends to come and see him, and we knew that it was. And the last conversation was a lot about family, about Clara, about my daughter, and what his advice, what I should do, and we talked about his projects. He talked about the boat, and he was really obsessed with the new Apple headquarters, and he brought out all the plans. So we only have these few minutes together, but he really wanted to talk about projects and his ideas and so forth. But he
almost wanted to make sure they went forward.
Yeah, absolutely. He wanted his ideas out there, and he was very. He was very strong, but he was very huggy for him. He wanted to hug a lot in the last time. So it was very nice. It was touching.
And the impact on your life was
tremendous. I mean, since I met him in 1979, and he changed my company, and the company's what I care about. I mean, that IDEO is really important to me, and he was the big contributor to that.
What's great about the photograph of you and Steve is the smile on your face, almost like he's just told you something and you were reacting to it.
I can't remember exactly what he's saying, but he's looking over this way, and he's telling me something positive about what he likes about what was going on, right? Because he can be both that way. He wildly positive, right, and wildly negative, and for a purpose. It wasn't like he was just being random, but I can remember that feeling where, like I'm an insider with him. He's telling me some inside thought that he had, and that always felt good because he was such a powerful guy.